Hi, my name is Terrell and I am the urban botanist. And in today's video, I'm going to show you how you can make your own holiday decorative centerpiece. First, let's talk about the materials you're going to need to make your own. First, starting out with your vessel. Now this can be ceramic, glass, or in this case, wood. And you want to make sure that you're selecting a piece that can, of course, hold soil, but is also leak-proof. Let your personal style guide you in selecting your vessel because this is going to be the foundation of your entire creation. Next is plants. When you're selecting plants, you want to make sure that you are choosing small to medium-sized plants depending on the size of your vessel. It's always best to pair up plants that have the same care requirements, that need to be watered the same amount and need the same amount of sunlight. Because if you don't, one will end up being happier than the other, and that is just not a good place to start. I also like choosing plants that are easy to care for. In this case, I have a sansevieria or a snake plant, and I have a succulent. I really prefer working with succulents with creations like this because not only are they easy to care for and easy to find, but they're also very slow growing, so they won't outgrow your piece anytime soon. Another plant that I really love is a Fittonia. They're easy to care for, they're very beautiful, the foliage is super lush and green, and these make a really great addition to a holiday centerpiece. However, for the piece that I'm going to be making today, I will be using a snake plant and a succulent, which pair together perfectly. Another thing that I like to think about when selecting plants is choosing two that have different heights or different textures. This will add a more beautiful dimension to your decorative piece. The next material you're going to need is potting soil. Make sure that you're using a good high-grade tropical mix potting soil, which can be found in most garden centers or department stores. The next thing you'll need is a shovel. Lastly is decor. You want to make sure that you have a nice variety of holiday-themed decor for whatever the holidays might look like for you. I'm going to be using a mixture of preserved reindeer moss, decorative stones, some more accented red, gold, silver baubles, and even some pine cones to add a touch of natural glamour to my centerpiece. Okay, now that we know all of the materials we need to make our centerpiece, let's dive into the process. Step one is going to be filling our vessel all the way to the top with soil. Next, we want to position and pot our plants into our vessel. When it comes to potting your plants or selecting your plants, you want to make sure that you're not overcrowding your piece with too many plants. Remember that less is more, and for something this size, you really only want to use 2 plants max. Using your shovel, you just want to dig a hole and very gently place your plant inside of that hole, anchoring and burying it into its new home with ease. You can see how this tall plant paired with this short plant has a really nice look to it. Now, your decorative piece should withstand what I like to call the wobble test, and that's where you'll pick up your planter and wobble it from side to side to make sure that you're not seeing all that much movement between the 2 plants, which means that you have correctly and safely anchored them into their new home. Okay, now let's move on to the fun part, which is decorating. I love using a variety of different shades of preserved reindeer moss. You can get this at most craft stores, and it comes in a variety of colors. The reason why I love using moss is because it adds a beautiful pop of color and texture to whatever design I am working on. It's also zero maintenance and does not require any watering. I particularly love this red reindeer moss color, which adds just a beautiful pop of color, especially for the holidays. Really what I'm focusing on here is covering the soil so that you can't see it anymore, because moss and decorative stones, acorns and pine cones just look a lot more beautiful than plain soil. Keep in mind that there really is no wrong way to decorate your holiday piece. Just make sure that you are using materials that are natural and won't have a negative impact on the health of your plants. I really like adding statement pieces like these red berries to just kind of add an extra little pop of color and sort of flavor to my design. And there you have it, a finished holiday piece that you can add to really bring some beautiful holiday cheer into your home this season. Another thing that I love about this creation in particular is it truly can be enjoyed year-round. Once the holidays pass, you can remove some of these more holiday-specific decorations and make it more of a neutral piece that can live within your space 12 months of the year. Thanks so much for doing that project with me. If you had a chance to make it yourself at home, please let me know. I'd love to see your photos and videos on social media, so please feel free to tag me and CBC Life. We will see you in the next video and wishing you a happy holiday season.